For the Church of Latter-day Saints, a temple is a sacred place to practice the religion. And for years, the church community here has been lobbying for one in Missoula. And finally, they are going to get it. Church of Latter-day Saints Missoula stake president Christopher Price says the LDS temple resembles the house of God.
Having a temple is important to all the members of the church. It's reserved for sacred ordinances, and so it's where the members of the church meet and perform those ordinances and learn more.
Across the state of Montana, there are upwards of 51,000 church members, 127 congregations, and one acting temple. The only LDS temple we have in the state of Montana is in Billings, which was dedicated in 1999. There is an approved halfway built temple in Helena, and with the one on the way here in Missoula, that makes the practice of prayer and gratitude a little bit easier for those who practice the religion here in western Montana. The closest temple that these community members travel to is Spokane, Washington, or that temple in Billings. The location of the temple hasn't been determined yet, but Price says the committee in charge out of Salt Lake City plans to build a structure that resembles the Missoula community.
But the temples around the world vary everywhere from that type of a temple, one in Washington, D.C., which is similar, to some that are in high-rise buildings or amongst high-rise buildings in places like Hong Kong or New York City.
Price isn't quite sure what the cost will look like for the temple here in Missoula, but it probably won't be as big as the other temples we have seen around the world. In Missoula, Hannah Hyslop, MTN News.